Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another story in the life of the old-time rock and roller. Today I'm going to use my experience to tell you what I think is the best possible performance from a band. What do I consider a perfect show? Here are some don'ts and some do's. Now, when I go to see a band, first of all, I expect them to be well rehearsed so that when they finish their first song, they're going right into the next song. They've had plenty of time to work this out in the rehearsal space. So avoid dead air. Make sure that you've thoroughly sound checked your PA so there's no feedback, because if there's anything that the audience will take home is that loud squelch that they heard in their ear. So make sure all of that is done ahead of time. Now, another thing is do not tune where people can hear you. Everybody has enough digital equipment where they can look down at their pedal board and make sure that they're all tuned up. Nobody wants to hear anybody on stage tuning up. Another thing to avoid is if somebody in the band makes a mistake, act naturally. Don't give them a dirty look or the hairy eyeball or anything like that. That will just cause attention to it. And people will all of a sudden say, was that a mistake? So you want to avoid that. Now, another important tip is don't noodle between songs. In other words, don't play a couple of hot licks while you're waiting for the song to start. It's very distracting. After about 4 or 5 songs, take a quick break and introduce some of the members of the band, or have a funny little skit to engage the audience. Another tip is not to forget why you are there. You're there to rock the house and ring the cash register. So just like you're there to bring your show to the people, the promoter has you there to bring in money to keep his venue rolling. So don't lose sight of that, and remember to party after the show. Now, here's a few things I look for when I see a polished band. All of those things I just mentioned are for bands that are not quite ready for the big stage. But if I am going to see one of my favorite bands that just put out a new record, I want to hear the songs the way they are on the record. When I saw the Eagles play Hotel California, I wanted to hear that harmony solo note for note. I just wanted to see it done. So if you have something like that, make sure that you give the fans what they came to hear from your new CD. Another thing that will help is to include some musical virtuosity. Have some really great soloists so that you can add some diversity to your show. I also like to see a band that plays what I expect them to play, but also throws in some new stuff that I'm not expecting, that's really jumping, really exciting, and gets me going. So I've gone to hear the record, I heard it. I wanted to see that guitar player play that solo like the record. I saw it. I wanted to hear the vocalist sing just like the record. I heard it. Now I want to see something extra. Some more performance. And when it gets to the time for your solo introduction, this is the time that you completely stretch out, give the audience the red meat that they came for. If they're coming to see a guitar hero, let it all out. Play all of your tricks during this spot. Really, really push yourself. So when they go home after that last number, they're flabbergasted. They are so high on the band, it's unbelievable.
Riding on the blues train. Oh yeah. And let's give it up for the one and the only, Mr. Forrest McDonald.
of every month. You can catch me and little Ronnie out at the Blue Bistro, starting at 7 o'clock.
First Wednesday of every month.
For the open blues, yeah.
7 p.m.
We'll also be there for a special St. Patrick's Day festival. And the Blues Train Band will be down at the Blues Bar. place on March 20th. If you don't have a CD, stop by and pick one up. They're only 10 bucks. I know it's hard times and I ain't praise gouging like these other artists. Did you guys have a good time tonight? Oh, we love you. I mean it.
Riding on the blues train. Riding on the blues train. Riding on the blues train. Riding on the blues
I happened to film one of these solos that I was doing at the end of my show. Now, in Richmond, Virginia, a great harmonica player named Little Ronnie Owens was putting together a blues harmonica blowout. And he had Mel Melton, who co-wrote Congo Sauare Sonnt Landreth, and he had Greg Fingers Taylor, who played harmonica with Jimmy Buffett in the Coral Reefer Band. When Greg got to the club, I introduced myself, and he said, "I'm not getting up on the stage with anyone else but you, because I've seen what you can do." And I said, "What do you mean?" He said, "I saw that video of you on stage, going wild, playing everything. Man, you are the shit. I want to be playing with you when I get up and play with Mel and Ronnie and you." So always film what you've got at the show, and it will come in handy later. So these are some tips from a pro of what to avoid, things not to do, and things to do if you're a recording band and on the road. Give it everything you've got. Don't forget why you are there. To rock the house. I hope you've enjoyed what do I consider a perfect live show. I've added a few things not to do for up-and-coming bands, and I've added the 3 main things that I look for when I see a live band perform. Play the solos like the record. Add some extra instrumentation and throw in some stuff the crowd isn't expecting. And when it's your time to solo, you go off the hook, my friend, and make them want to come back for more. In the meantime, keep loving your heart, a song in your head, and don't forget to hit the bell. Give me a thumbs up, please. Share the video if you like, and I will see you down the story highway on the next adventure of the old-time rock and roller. So long, my friends.